Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm back again. There's been a lot of questions about people trying to pellet train peacock bass and exactly how to go about it. Now, there's a few different ways to do it depending on the size of them. My guys here, I got them at probably around 3 inches. They're, I don't know, maybe 5 now. I'm not really 100% sure. But first, I'll tell you guys how I did it with them. When I first got them, they were eating live because pretty much what every pet store does. They go the easiest route. They feed them live food. When I got them here, first thing I didn't do any live at all. I started with frozen bloodworm cubes. With all of them out, throw them in, and when they floated around, they got their predatory instinct to go after them. Ate the bloodworms. I gave them that for maybe about a week to kind of fatten them up, get them growing a little bit, and then what I did next, I went into freeze-dried krill, and I used this stuff here. It's the Tetra Jumbo krill. I would break it up into smaller pieces, being as they're smaller fish. And what I would do is throw it in. You see how my filter blows to the side? I would throw it in the filter current to kind of simulate live feeding. They finally, after a day or so, picked up on the fact that that was food, and they would run and grab it. Once they started doing that for a few days, I started adding in these right here, the Hikari food sticks. Now, I'm not exactly the biggest fan of these. I will use them here and there, but I've never been the biggest fan of those, or most Hikari products for that matter. But since it is pretty soft and an easy to eat pellet and relatively the same color as krill, I started throwing it in with the krill. It didn't take them very long. They realized that was food because they're so aggressive feeders. They would grab the pellets and just start eating the pellets without even thinking about it. Since they're so soft, they would eat just like the krill. I did that for a few days, and then once I noticed they were eating the pellets perfectly fine, I stopped feeding the krill and just fed the pellets for a few days. They ate those, no problem, and then now they get the Omega-1 cichlid pellets, the sinking pellets, because I have the clown knife in here too, who eats stuff at the bottom. Also give them the bug bites, medium to large fish formula. But yeah, that's essentially what I did with these guys. It didn't take but maybe, I'll say, 3 weeks to a month in total. Now, if you have larger fish, I've never really had to necessarily do it with larger fish, but I do know people that have, and typically what they end up doing is taking like whole shrimp or something of the sort, or maybe like if you're feeding your fish, we'll say you can switch them over to like frozen silver sides or something like that. Once you get them to that state, start packing the food with pellets. You just got to get them used to the taste of pellets. Once you start getting that, just slowly start taking it away to other food, and just gradually go over to the pellets. And then once they get eating pellets good, then you can add in everything that you want and give them a well-balanced diet. It's if they end up being real stubborn, then just withhold food. Your fish are not gonna starve to death. I mean, especially larger fish, they could go a couple weeks to a month even, but I would suggest, especially with smaller, medium-sized fish, give them a few days, introduce food again. If they don't take it, get the food out. Maybe give them a tiny bit of what they're used to, then wait a few more days. Keep them hungry. The hungrier they are, the more chance that they'll eat. They're not going to starve themselves to death, so don't worry about that. They will eventually eat whatever it is you throw in the tank. Sometimes it does help if you have other fish that are currently eating pellets in with them. I did have a firemouth in with these guys. But he was a little pain in the butt, so I had to take him out because he kept trying to bully him. But yeah, I'm not really sure what else I can say about it. If you have any other questions, just leave them in the comments and I will try my best to answer them. But that's essentially what I've done with these guys. Now, like I said, they eat everything I throw in the tank. I did incorporate the krill back in and all that, so they do have the krill again. I do no live foods whatsoever because it's not really, to me, there's not really too much benefit in it. Because I don't feel like raising my own live food, and that's the only way I would really do it. But they are growing very fast. I've only had them, I guess, a little over a month now, and they've gone from 3 inches to probably just over 5 inches, and I mean, looking really healthy and plump. But yeah, guys, like I said, if there's any questions, just leave them in the comments, and I will catch y'all guys next time. See you later.